And so the plan for tonight's class is going to be a little bit different, a little bit more restful than you'd be used to, and a little bit more kind of yin, I guess. We're not doing yin yoga, but a little bit more calm. Because tonight we've got a full moon, and we also are changing month, 1st of October, and also changing season into our harvest, into our autumn, on the back of the equinox. So there's a lot going on. And if I did one of our dynamic woohoo, 3-legged dog, bouncy around, squat, jump, lunge type classes, you'd be wired and wouldn't sleep a wink tonight. So instead, we're going to try and bring all that energy down and have a really restful class where we're going to focus on moon type poses and much softer. And we'll finish with a lovely rest and relaxation. So I hope that works for everybody. So if you have any blankies, maybe go and get yourself one, or a hoodie, or something to make you comfy so that it's near you towards the end, so that you'll be able to be nice and snug. And although we're doing this tonight, because tonight is the full moon, it's not only a full moon practice. It's an any time, either your head is feeling a bit frazzled, or if you are just stretched in lots of different directions. So because the full moon is so energizing, it doesn't essentially get dark at nighttime. Like if you're out camping somewhere, the moon would light it up, and all that kind of stuff. We tend to be pulled in different directions and very hard to focus in on what we need to do. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by stuff, if you are just feeling a little bit burnt out, or the opposite, if you're feeling really tired, I would save this class and use it for those kind of times. And for women in your cycle, this would be just before the bleeds, the end of your autumn, start of your winter phase is when you would do a class like this to really support your menstrual health. So frazzled, premenstrual, full moons, tired, this is your type of class, okay? But make sure you're nice and warm. And I'll make sure we do some back stuff for anybody whose back's giving a bit of a hassle as well. So we're going to start sitting tall, drop the shoulders, lift the heart, allow the eyes to close. And we're just going to completely switch off from everything around us. Slow, deep in breaths and deep, full exhales. And just take a moment here to tune into your own body. How are you feeling? What's happening in your body? How's your breath? And are you able to switch off, relax, release, and slow right down? And let's begin your practice with a little bit of stillness here. Just tuning into how your body is feeling. Deep, full in breaths and long, slow exhales. Doing a little mental body scan of where you're carrying tightness or tension or stress. Feeling your chest and tummy rise with the in-breath and soften with the exhale. Belly rising and belly softening. Chest and tummy rising and softening, and stillness and peace. And just taking a moment to think about what has brought you onto your yoga mat. How would you like to feel after gifting yourself this time out of your day just for you? Finding that stillness and softness in your body. Just dropping any of the noise or chatter, letting it all just melt away. We're going to breathe in our square. So it's going to be an in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. If you've got anything going on, chesty or nasally, try 2, 2, 2, 2. When you're ready, begin to inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Last 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Last final one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And release. Just breathing slow and deep. We're going to begin with an alternate nostril breathing. Sinead, you're very welcome. I hope you're well. So you're going to take your right hand, support it with the left elbow. So left hand is just supporting that right elbow. You're going to take your right thumb and you're going to drop your index and middle finger down, and you're using your right index finger. So right thumb, right index finger, left hand supporting the weight of the right elbow. When you're ready, close off the right nostril with your thumb. Inhale to the left, holding. Close left nostril with the ring finger, exhaling right. Inhaling right, close right, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, exhale right. Now we're going to try and lengthen the breath here, so longer with the breath. Long, slow inhale through the right. Hold, close right. Long, slow exhale through the left. Hold, close left, or inhale left. Long and slow. Hold, close left. Exhale right. Slowly releasing. Hold. Inhale right, long, slow, hold, close right, exhale left, long and slow, hold, inhale left, slowly, deeply, holding, close left, exhale right, slow and deep, holding. Last one like this. Inhale right, really longest, slowest breath you can do. Slightly hold it, close right, exhale left, slow release of breath, slowly, slowly, and hold. Last long inhale through the left, all the way, lengthening, holding, close left, exhale right, slow, gentle release. And then release your hands down, taking thumb and index finger to touch, sit a little taller, fingers face up, shoulders are soft. We're going to finish our breathing tonight, that circular breath. Inhaling, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3, inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, last 2, inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, and once more, inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, and release. Welcome, Alina. Take a few minutes to get your breathing sorted. Lift the heart, soften the shoulders, drop your right ear towards the right shoulder. So ear coming towards shoulder, just stretch and lengthen out. And come to center, opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. So ear towards shoulder, lengthen out that neck. And slowly coming to center, then chin lifts up, head hangs back, lift the heart. Really elongate that chin towards the sky. And come to center, chin on the chest, lengthen out the neck. And slowly to center. Eyes open or closed, you're going to cross right arm over left. And with your in-breath, reach and stretch up really high into the fingers. And slowly draw the arms down. Inhale, lengthen, reach and stretch a little higher. And slowly and gently release. And once more like this, stretching and reaching up. And release. Uncross the arm, opposite arm over. Same thing, we're going to stretch and reach up high. And slowly take it down. Reaching and stretching further into those fingertips. And slowly releasing. And once more lengthening up. And release. Uncross the arms, taking those hands to the knees and just roll out the shoulders. So stay with your breath. At no point tonight we're going to lift that heart rate. I want everything really grounded and really soft in the body. An opposite direction, and feel free to do as much as you want of this with the eyes closed. You work with your body. Left hand to the base of the spine, right hand to the left knee, sitting tall and just twisting. Think about the spinal movement here as you twist and look, or you don't have to look, but just gaze over the shoulder as you twist and twist and twist. And stacking round to center. Opposite side, one hand behind you, opposite hand to the knee. And then as you rotate the spine, lower, middle, upper back, twist the neck. Twisting a little bit further behind you. And slowly coming to center. Then you're going to interlace fingers, chin to the chest, stretch and reach and round forward. And sitting tall, hands to the heart. And again, we nod, chin to the chest, and we stretch and reach, 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 reach. And we sit really tall. And your last one, rounding it out. And sitting tall. And when you're ready, you're going to transition onto your hands and knees. Taking your time, setting yourself up, coming onto your hands and knees. And straight away, we're just going to circle out those lower backs. So making lovely big circular movements here. Getting right into any tightness or tension. Big circles. And opposite direction. And then pressing into your hands, draw the tummy muscles in, arching and rounding up really high, and slowly and gently releasing, bum sticking out, eyes looking up. Again, press into your hands, draw the bellies in, arch and reach and round, and slowly and gently releasing. And last time like this, drawing in, arching high, and releasing. Now keeping your hips directly above the knees, just extend and reach the fingers forward, soften the shoulders and melt the upper body down. Keep the hips above the knees, keep lengthening into the tips of those fingers, and imagine I'm putting your hips back slightly, but keep them above the knees, lengthening into those fingers, stretching out the armpits, softening the heart, the chest, the forehead into the earth, breathing deeply, breathing fully. And then slowly walk the hands right back in under the shoulders. You're going to sit back, bum on the heels. We're going to stand up tall on the knees, 10 fingers behind the head. Now you're not warmed up, just go to where you can. Support the neck and just gently bend back. So lifting your heart, chest and lungs, squeezing your bum, pressing the elbows towards the sky. Squeeze the butt, reaching back, support the neck, lengthen. And come to center, and then we let that bum come down to the heels. Maybe keeping the knees hip distance apart. We bend the elbows forward, draw the belly in, holding the back of the head, suck the tummies tight, and curl and round into the tiniest little ball you can be. So keep drawing the belly in, forehead to the knees, elbows back towards the heels, and just curling in, tight as you can be, creating space between the vertebrae as you breathe and breathe and breathe. And slowly coming all the way up, head last, come up, and we release the arms and roll out those shoulders. On your hands and knees here, we're just going to send our right hand into the space between our left hand and left knee, and just almost lying down, drop the shoulder towards the earth. Actually, I'll do the other side so you can see. So just dropping the shoulder towards the earth, and then you're going to stack the supporting hand on top and really reach into the fingers. So you're kind of balancing on the side of your head, your ear, your shoulder, and just stretch out. Now, ideally, you're stretching so much here you can feel it into the shoulders. There's a nice twist through the thoracic spine. You're balancing and you're lengthening. So you're not just resting here, keep stretching into those fingers. And in the top hand, just take it, place it back under the shoulder and slide the underneath hand right back through, and we do the same thing to the opposite side. So stretch the arm through as far as you can. The key here is to get that nice stretch to begin with. Drop the shoulder down, come onto the side of the head, balancing on the ear, and then we send the opposite arm out. So you're reaching and stretching as far through as you can. Keep extending those fingers further away from you. Shoulder on the mat, ear on the mat, and keep extending into the fingers. Both hands stretching further away from you than you think you can as you breathe deep, full in-breaths and long, slow exhales. And then slowly, top hand, take it under the shoulder. Bring your right arm back, steer back on your hands and knees. From this position, let's take our right knee up to our right wrist. Open that shin. So squaring out the shin towards the front edge of the mat, and we stretch and lengthen the left leg back. Getting this big, juicy, fleshy bit of the bum working, and then we melt. So we're really surrendering to the earth. In most of our postures tonight, we're surrendering down, soften the shoulders, let the head just melt into the earth, and really just check in with yourself. How's your lower back doing? Are you rocking to one side? Can you lengthen it out? Can you stretch a little further out behind you? Can you get a little deeper into that hip opening? Forehead on the earth, shoulders are soft. Lower back lengthening, back leg stretching behind you, and keeping that nice flat lower back. Breathing deep and breathing full. Again, a real feeling of surrendering, relaxing and release. Every posture is here just to release the body. Hands under the shoulders, draw the belly in. Roll all the way up. So keeping your gaze slightly forward, a couple of inches forward in front of your mat. No need to look up. You're just going to extend the right arm up. Just keep looking towards the earth, a little bit in front of your mat, while reaching the arm up and release. Opposite arm, just reaching up, but keep the gaze low as you stretch and reach and gently release. And then pressing into the hands, no downward dog, just slide the back knee in, take the front leg back, one knee in, one knee back. Roll those lower back, so roll it out. And opposite direction. And when you're ready, left knee all the way to the left wrist. We open the shin, we square the hips, and we lengthen that back leg back. So lengthen it back, a little rock or roll to each side, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then when you're ready, we surrender all the way down. We drop the shoulders, we soften the head down. And again, check in with the straightness of that lower back. Resist the urge that you're going to fall to one side, lengthening back. Once this becomes comfortable for you, work the heel forward towards the front corner of the mat. Keep stretching the back leg back. Heel coming forward, back leg is back, and you're breathing. Deep full in breaths, long slow exhales, soften the shoulders, breathe. And then when you're ready, just pressing the hands right back under the shoulders. Again, keeping the gaze low. This time with the left hand, no need to look up. You're just looking slightly ahead in front of your mat. Lift that left arm up, reaching into the fingers, lengthening back into that back leg. And release. Opposite arm reaching. And releasing. And again, coming out by just sliding the back leg back, taking the back leg forward, front leg back. Excuse me, guys, and just rocking those hips. Nice big juicy circles. And then you're going to come to stand tall on your knees for me. Take a moment here, taking your right foot forward, just knee coming directly out from the hip, ankle directly under the knee, hands on the hips behind you, elbows working back. As you inhale, you're going to lunge forward and really just press the weight into that heel. So the heel stays down, the heart, chest, and lungs are opening. Elbows are back behind you. Keep pressing into that front leg and then slowly and gently easing off. We'll repeat that again with the elbows really pressing behind you. Inhale here, and as you exhale, sinking down low, elbows back behind you, heart is opening, elbows are back, holding and lowering, lowering and holding. And slowly and gently releasing. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Drop the shoulders, so just keep the gaze neutral, straight ahead of you. And on your exhale, we sink down really low, sinking down low, stretching in around the groin, reaching the fingers up, but keeping the gaze directly forward, holding here, stretch it out. Get that hip and groin stretch. Imagine you're lifting the heart, you're sinking low, and then we release the hands to the earth, and we work towards straightening the front leg, and then a nice big bend, just warming it up. Again, just pressing and straightening that front leg. and bending. And this time we're going to work towards straightening it as much as we can. And as we do that, the hands come back and we work on sitting back on the heel. You might not get there. If you have a knee injury, don't bother. Just go to where you can. If you can come all the way back, point the toes towards you and just walk the hands forward, softening down. Let the head come down as though you're trying to drop your forehead all the way to the knee. That straight leg, or the leg that's working on being straight, keep it really, really well flexed. So heel away, toes towards you, shoulders soft, head coming down. Absolutely nothing to do here but breathe. Deep full in breaths and long, slow exhales. And then inhale, lift the heart, look forward. As you exhale, tighten those tummy muscles. Come all the way forward, hands to the side of the front foot, and just tuck the back toes under and lengthen the back leg back. So lengthening that back leg as far back as you can, stretching the heel back, little stretch through the groin here, and then you place the knee down, and you take your time, step back, and we're standing up tall on both knees again. Okay. Now, anyone who has dodgy knees, or if your knees are giving you a little, make sure you have blankets and pillows and stuff to support yourself, and only do what feels good for you. So opposite leg goes forward. I'm on my left leg this time, hands on the hips. Again, gaze is forward. We're resisting the urge to look up at the moon. We're keeping our gaze very forward, very neutral. Hands on the hips, elbows back behind you, and we're lunging down. The stretch you want is right along that knicker line. So elbows back behind you, lunging down low as you can. Elbows are back, lunging low, stretch out that groin and press into the foot, front foot to straighten. Again, with the elbows back behind you, let's get a little lower down. Lunging low, stretch and lunge, lunge and stretch. Let go of that tightness. And slowly and gently releasing. And this time, we inhale, stretch the arms up, soften the shoulders, keep the gaze directly neutral, and lunge. So lunging low, stretching high, lift the arms, keep the gaze neutral, lunge a little lower. And then we let the hands fold forward over that front leg, let the head come down. And then we just play with just straightening the leg and bending forward. And nice gentle straightenings. And forward. And once more straighten. And coming forward. So this time as we straighten, we're going to work towards coming back to sitting our bum on our heel, our hands come back with us. And then we really flex that front foot as far forward as we can. So keeping the energy in the front foot is really important here. And then from here, we're going to just drop our forehead right down, soften the shoulders, head comes down, as though you're trying to get the forehead to the knee, but keeping that foot flexed. So softening here, breathing deep and full, and surrendering. Slow deep in breaths, and deep full exhales. Inhaling deeply, exhaling fully. So really allowing the body surrender to the earth, letting go of any tightness, tension, or stress. Soften, surrender, relax, and release. Every posture tonight is about letting go. So anything that's bothering you, any crap you're storing, surrender, soften, relax, and release. And then inhale, lift the heart, look forward. Draw the belly in and slowly come all the way forward. Hands either side of the front foot. And then from here, we want to tuck the back toes under and lengthen that back leg back. So hands either side of the front foot. You're lengthening the back leg back. Draw the belly in. Again, the gaze is down, but the emphasis here is on the straight back leg this time. So really stretch it back. Lengthen and stretch and lengthen, and breathe. Deep full in breaths, long slow exhales, and then back knee comes down. Take your time, slide the front leg back. Lovely little bum circles here. So circle, really getting into that lower back. circling and opposite direction, movement through the spine. And then we come to center, we squeeze our shoulders together, we press and round, draw the tummy muscles in, looking up towards your belly button, and neutral. Squeeze shoulders, press and round, draw the belly in, arching high, and neutral. Now the toes tucked under. Let's just take your feet a little bit wider towards the outside edge of the mat. You're going to walk your hands back and you're just going to lift your knees off the mat and end up in a squat. And we're just going to wiggle around in the squat. So just maybe letting the knee roll out to one side, little twist towards that knee rolling out to the opposite side, little twist in the opposite direction. So bum is down and we're just squatting and twisting towards the outside knee and maybe coming towards center, keeping it low as we can. Nice little twist. And then come back to center. Have a look what's going on here now. You have the toes out to each side. Ideally, the heels begin to come down. We lift the heart and we root into the earth. So we're releasing the tailbone. We lift the heart, we soften the shoulders. The gaze is forward and we're holding here. So holding and breathing and breathing and holding. And then press the heels into the mat and slowly and gently come all the way up and feet come back to hip distance apart. So with the feet hip distance apart, when you're ready, you're going to inhale, stretch and extend the arms all the way up. Sorry, gaze is forward, don't look up. I'm such a habit of looking up, you got to look forward, don't look up. Take hold of the right wrist. The left hand holds that right wrist. Reach up high and side bend. So pressing the feet into the earth, lifting chin away from the chest and just side bending here. And gently coming to center, taking opposite wrist. Reach up, gaze is neutral, and over we go. Chin away from the chest, hips out, arms over, and we're lengthening. Lengthen and reach, reach and stretch. Keep pressing into the feet and come to center. Allow the arms to come down, keeping the feet neutral. When you're ready, inhale, stretch and reach up. Interlace the fingers and reach up really high. So your gaze is neutral to begin. Your feet are hip distance apart. And on your inhale, lengthen and extend like you're sending your fingers right up to the stars. As you exhale, begin to lean back, press your butt forward and bring the hands behind you. So you're looking as though you're stretching towards the wall behind you. You're squeezing your butt cheeks, you're leaning into it. We're going for a nice moon salutation here. So press the hips forward, bending backwards, 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 backwards with the open heart, and gently we come to center. And then I want you to bend the knees, draw that energy right down through your heart, hinge the hips and fold forward. Then release the hands, gaze is towards the knees. I'm just going to straighten and bend one leg, then the other. Straightening and bending one leg, then the other. Little sway side to side. From here, bend the knees deeply, squat down a little bit. Take your fingers, place them under your heels, and then press to straighten the legs. You're going to use the arm strength as you straighten the legs. Sandwich your forehead in against the shins, drawing on the heels, pressing the toes into the mat, holding the heels, lengthening the legs back, really working to sandwich yourself over in two. Soften the shoulders, press the heels, lengthen the legs, and breathe. Deep full in breaths, long slow exhales. We bend the knees. When you're ready, with the feet hip distance apart, we're going to come up into a squat. So inhale, reach up, squat down. Gaze at the floor, draw the belly in, squat a little lower, reach the arms up, the gaze is at the floor. Stay squatting and reaching, reaching and squatting. Take your right arm to the outside of that left thigh, draw the hands together. Gaze is at the back elbow or towards the floor if you prefer tonight, but just pick your option, twist it out, and come back through center, both arms reaching forward. The bum hasn't moved the whole time, guys. Keep it there, gaze is down, opposite arm to the outside of the opposite thigh. Just gently twisting. Feel that energy through the thighs, but you're keeping that butt down. And then slowly come through center, stretch and reach up. Last 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach high and allow those arms to come all the way down. Keeping those feet hip distance apart, keeping the chest lifting, shoulders soft, belly drawing in. Again, we're going to inhale, reach up. And so we're going to interlace the fingers and stretch and reach through the ceiling. Inhale, lift to lengthen the heart, chest, and lungs. Everything is long. Exhale, side bend. So hips are out, arms are over, palms and hands squeezing together. We're keeping our feet hip distance apart. I want you to just really press into your feet and reach and stretch. Stretching and reaching. And come to center. Inhale, reach really tall. Opposite side. So the hips out, arms over. Chin is lifting. Straight legs, straight arms. Reach, stretch, stretch, reach. And come to center. Keeping the feet hip distance apart. Inhale, reach through the sky. And exhale, just a gentle back bend here. We're not doing anything dramatic tonight. We're just gently playing with the spine, lifting the heart, squeeze the butt, stretch and reach back. Let the head go. And center. Big bend in the knees. Draw that energy down through your heart center and then hinge forward towards the earth. Release the hands. Little wiggle of the hips here. Little shake out of the neck. And then this time we're going to bend the knees. We're going to hook onto our big toes. So index and middle finger holding the big toes. Get a firm grip of the toes and then straighten the legs and draw your forehead in. So forehead coming into the shins, elbows right to the side. Shake out the neck. Tip that body weight more and more forward. Forehead into the shins and breathe. Deep full in breaths, long slow exhales. Inhale, lift the heart, look forward. Hands to the hips, draw the bellies in, and slowly and gently rolling all the way up. From here, take the toes and heels together, lifting the heart. Again, gaze is neutral, straight in front of you. Hands together in prayer in front of your heart. You're going to take the weight to the right leg, and when you're ready to stretch the left leg back behind you on your tippy toes. So heart is up, belly is drawing in, and when it feels good for you, keeping the gaze forward, bring your chest down, leg out behind you. So balance here, holding and breathing and balancing. Chest is down, leg is out, hold and breathe, and slowly and gently rolling all the way back up. Placing the toes and heels back together, chest up, tummy muscles drawing in. Taking the weight to the opposite leg. Begin by lengthening the leg back behind you, just on your tippy toes. Inhale, lift the heart, the chest, the lungs, draw the belly in. And as you exhale, hinging forward. So leg is out behind you. Squeeze and engage it high. Keep your gaze pretty neutral, but pick one point to focus on. Holding here, chest is down, leg is out. And then slowly and gently coming all the way up. Release the arms, take a wide stance on your mat, and let's turn the toes out. Chest is up, shoulders are soft, and we're going to squat down into our goddess, and we're just going to rock side to side here. So put a little kick in it so that you're really rocking the pelvis, one side then the other, coming into the hip joints. And then just staying in your goddess here. Legs don't move, arms only. Inhale, stretch and reach up. And exhale, arms come down. 4 more like that. Inhale, reaching up. And big exhale, arms coming down. 3 more. Inhale, reaching. And exhale, releasing. 2 more. Stretch and reach up high. And exhale fully. And once more, reaching. And this time, draw the energy down through the heart. We're going to straighten the right leg and we're going to sink right over. Lift the right heel. Lift the left heel, balance the right heel. Staying here. My right leg is out nice and long. My left heel is lifting. My hands are in prayer and I'm staying low towards the earth here. Then I'm going to drop my left hand to the earth And finally, I'm going to reach and stretch up. Looking high, reaching up, lengthen and stretch and reach. Energy into the fingers as I surrender to the earth. And then slowly I'm taking my hands back in prayer. I'm going to lift my heart, chest and lungs. I'm going to extend my arms out to the side. I'm just going to balance here for 3, 2, 1. Palms are up, guys. And then hands back in prayer. Hands to the earth. Stay low, passing through the middle. So now I'm straightening out my left leg on my heel. My right heel is lifting. And when you're ready, we lift it up. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. Sink a little lower. Holding and breathing and balancing. Sticking with it. Slow, deep in breaths. And deep, full exhales. Trying to get the leg as long as it can, but the pelvis as low as it can. And obviously the body as stable as it can as well. A lot going on. And then you're going to drop your right hand to the floor. Left arm reaches up. Look up at the left fingers. So my left leg is long, my left arm is long. Twisting and lengthening, lengthening and twisting. And then slowly and gently releasing. Taking it back. It's a nice high prayer this time. And then when you're ready, lengthen, stretch and extend the arms out to the side. Draw the belly button into healthy balance, palms face up. Stay and breathe, connecting to the earth. Allow the body to receive all those full moon, good vibrations. And then slowly hands come back in prayer, bowing towards the earth, getting a little lower. And we're just going to swing one side and then the other, not staying too long, just crouching and swaying. One side, then the other. If your knees are not particularly enjoying this, you don't need to come as low. Those who can, stay low towards the earth and then come towards center. Turn the toes towards parallel. Inhale, lift the heart, look forward. And exhale, surrender. So a couple of moments here. You can either just let the head rest on the earth or hands on the earth, let the head hang down. If you can take the head all the way down, take it down. But the legs must be completely straight. Inner thighs pressing together. Don't bend the knees and just surrender where your body can tonight. Slow, deep in breaths. Deep, full exhales. What's happening in the feet? Can you activate those baby toes? Press into your baby toes. Keep the big toes pressing down. Heels are strong. Inner thighs squeezing. Kneecaps pulling up. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. And then walk the hands back in. Inhale, lift the heart, chest and lungs, look forward. Exhale, walk over towards the right leg. Reach as long and low down the leg as you can. Draw the forehead in towards the chin. And just twist it out. Deep, full in breaths. Long, slow exhales. Slowly release. And walk as low as you can over to the opposite leg. Reaching as long and low down the body as you can. And again, it's a forehead towards the shin sensation. Twisting and breathing. Breathing and twisting. And slowly come to center. Inhale, lift the heart, look forward. Hands come to the hips. Roll the body all the way up. And when you're ready, step right back towards the front of your mat. Toes and heels together. Lift onto the tippy toes. And just bend the knees and slowly come all the way down. So you're sitting on the heels. Hands come either side of those feet. Let the head come down. And just curl into a tiny little ball. Forehead towards the knees. Heels are lifting. Draw the belly in. And then slowly, with control, just gently lower your bum towards the earth. And sitting nice and tall here. Nice cross-legged. sensation here. Gently twist, look over the shoulder and come to center. Twisting opposite side, looking over the shoulder and come to center. And then when you're ready, just making sure you've got your warm, fluffy stuff to hand. 1 or 2 more postures before we get into your final rest. Lengthening out the legs. If you need to grab any fluffies, grab them now. And then slowly, at your own time, at your own pace, just roll towards the earth. Once your body comes in contact with the earth, 3 deep breaths here. So inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Inhaling and exhaling. Once more, every long in breath and exhale. Bend your right knee all the way into your chest, 10 fingers interlaced just below the knee. Take it to the side and work your knee to the armpit. So get that lovely hip sensation, drawing in as deep as you can. And then index and middle finger, hook onto the big toe and lengthen that leg up. Just stretching it, lengthening it, creating space. I'm resting my opposite hand on my opposite hip to help me really stay grounded tonight. And then when you're ready, you're going to bend that knee in, give it a little hug again, and then take the knee all the way across the body, rolling with it. And then you're going to twist your gaze and extend your arm in the opposite direction. Slow, deep in breaths, deep, full exhales. Inhaling peace, exhaling, releasing. Just really visualizing that any tightness through the spine is melting away as you breathe. And then slowly roll the body back to center. Lengthen out that leg. Opposite leg, we draw it all the way up and in. 10 fingers just below the knee. Knee comes to the side and we draw it in towards the armpit. So drawing it all the way in here. Deep, full in breaths, long, slow exhales. Knee coming in all the way to the armpit. Strong sensation here. Index and middle finger, reach down, hook onto that big toe, and then we lengthen it up. So again, to help ground yourself, it can be helpful to press into the opposite thigh. Stop the wobbles, both shoulders in contact with the mat. Lengthening high, stretching out, creating space in the body. As you surrender, relax and release. Draw the leg a little higher, press the heel away a little deeper. And then bend the knee, hug the knee in, little squeezy sensation here. And then when you're ready, just roll with the knee to the opposite side. Take a moment here, either stay like that or extend the arm, twisting the gaze in the opposite direction. Slow, deep in breaths, deep, full exhales. Inhaling peace, exhaling and letting the body release. And then slowly rolling right back to center, taking both knees in, head lifts up, reach around, nice strong hold of the knees, and gently rock side to side. Arm strength drawing you in, lower back releasing. And then lengthen out the legs. Final pose, you're going to take hold of your butt cheeks into our fish pose, Marichasana. So you're going to really press into the elbows, lift up onto the crown of the head, holding here. Now look at the tip of your nose. There's no weight in the head, the weight is in the elbows. You're lifting your heart, you're looking towards the tip of the nose. The weight is in the elbows, the heart is lifting. Deep, full in breath, long, slow exhales. Open the body. And then slowly and gently releasing. Just take a moment here. Let's do 3 deep breaths. Inhale deeply. And exhaling fully. 2 more. Inhale deeply. And exhaling fully. And once more, inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Now take a couple of moments to make yourself as comfortable as you can, grabbing your blankies, your pillows, your socks, whatever it is. Turning out the lights. Whatever is going to make you feel comfortable, relaxed and released, and ignoring anything else going on around you. So for the next 10 minutes or so, this is all about you. And we're trying to surrender, relax, and release. So because the full moon tends to pull us in so many different directions and really energizes the body and gets the brain working a little bit overtime, it's also maximum time for fertility and pregnancy and lots of stuff going on around the full moon. We're trying to just really surrender to that and let the body completely relax, release, and let go. And surrender. Surrender to the moon. Surrender to this changing seasons. Surrendering to the new month. Surrendering all the stuff that's wrecking your head right now. We're going to leave that for 10 minutes. And all we're going to do is breathe. So once you are comfortable, invite your beautiful bodies to surrender, soften, and relax. Deep full in breaths and long, slow exhales. Feeling your chest and tummy rising and allowing your chest and tummy soften. Inhaling peace and exhaling, releasing. In a moment, I'm going to take you through all the different parts of your body, doing a gentle rotation of consciousness through the body parts as we squeeze and release, surrendering into the earth. So feeling your whole body melting, softening, surrendering, allowing that heaviness melt, relax, release, and let go. Bring your attention to your feet, feeling both feet, noticing your big toes, second toes, third toes, fourth toes, baby toes. Noticing the soles of your feet, the front of your feet, your ankles. Taking your awareness through the back of your calves, the front of your shins, your knees, and moving into the back of the hamstrings, the front of your quads, all the way to your hips. When you're ready, I want you to squeeze every muscle from your hip bones all the way to your toes. Tighten your butt cheeks, squeezing around your pelvis, tightening your thighs, engaging your knees, Lower legs contracting, tightening your feet and squeezing up your toes. Tighten and squeeze, squeeze and freeze. Feel the power and strength as you squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And then soften, relax and release. Allowing that whole body from the hip bones to the heels, right into the toes, to soften, surrender, relax and release. Body is heavy, breath is soft, and you're melting deeper and fuller into the earth. Relaxing, releasing, and letting everything go. Feeling your tailbone, your lower back, middle back, feeling your upper back, feeling your lower belly, your middle belly, your upper belly. As you breathe, taking that awareness all around your heart, chest, and lungs. Slow, deep in breaths and deep, full exhales. Feeling your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows. Noticing your forearms, your wrists, feeling the palms of your hands, and just tracing right down into your thumbs, index fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, and your baby fingers. So noticing that whole upper body, feeling your spine, your belly, your heart, chest, lungs, shoulders, tips of the fingers. And if it feels comfortable for you, squeezing your belly button towards your spine, tightening your chest, raising your shoulders to your ears, making fists with your arms, with your hands, maybe rising your arms slightly off the mat and contracting and squeezing and tightening every muscle, the belly, chest, shoulders, arms into the hands, squeeze, freeze, freeze, squeeze, tighten, hold, squeeze, and then soften, relax, and release. Opening the hands, allowing the arms be heavy, softening shoulders, feeling the breath moving freely through the chest, belly rising, belly softening, and breathing deep, full in breaths and long, slow exhales. Inhaling peace Exhaling, releasing, softening, surrendering, and melting into the earth. Taking your awareness into your neck, feeling your jaw, your mouth, feeling your cheeks, awareness around your nose, the space between your eyebrows, your eyes, your eyebrows, awareness of your forehead and scalp. And if it feels okay for you, let's tighten the jaw, squeezing the mouth, tightening those cheeks, wrinkle up your nose, squeezing your eyes, tighten the eyebrows, forehead, and scalp. Squeeze that whole beautiful face, and maybe even lifting the head slightly off the mat. Face squeezing, head lifting, tighten and squeeze, squeeze, freeze. And then soften, relax, and release. Feeling the neck melting into the earth. Soften your jaw, relax your mouth, tongue relaxing, lips relaxing, softening cheeks, relaxing all around the nose, softening your eyes, space between your eyes, your eyebrows, softening forehead, scalp, just melting, relaxing, and releasing. Slow, deep in breaths, deep, full exhales, inviting every cell in your body, all the way from the crown of the head, the tips of your toes, to be still, soft and open, releasing anything you no longer need, and feel an openness to receiving something new, something different, as you allow your body to bathe, rest, and recover, and absorb whatever you need from this big full moon, from this change of season, from the start of a whole new month. So rest, absorb, breathe, and stay where you are, letting it work its magic wherever you need it the most. Take your time. I'm going to leave you here, guys. Lots of love. Namaste.